Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another Let's Play of mine. And as you can tell by the title, I am playing, dare I say it? Yes, freaking Spyro 4. Yep. As soon as it loads, I thought it would be done by now. It's weird. I thought so much different of this game when it first came out, thinking, "Oh, Spyro's back and he's on the PS2." The one thing I didn't really expect, and I thought I'd hit the fucking start button. Pardon me for not, because now I have to sit through a demo mode. So actually, no. Instead of that, let me just freaking pause the video. All right, sorry. Alrighty then. All right, this game is starting to scare me at all, like a lot. I mean. I thought for a second it was about to freeze, and I'll be like, "Yep, there we go. That just proved my point in this game." All right. I mean, I thought it would be a really cool idea to have Spyro come back to the PS2, but this game is just not what I was looking for at all. I mean, it does have its plus sides. I mean, like, one of the good things I can say about this game is they have the people from, they have the actors or the voice actors from the third and second game back. They have the all, like Tom Kenny, for example, plays Spyro again in this fourth, which I like that. I mean, I'm glad that they brought them back. It's just that this is one of those games where the control is just sloppy beyond belief, and just the length of the game is for a Spyro game. It's actually very pathetic. It really is, and I'll tell you that later after the cutscene happens. And this is the thing too. There's not really a huge storyline either. I mean, there's a little bit, but it doesn't really go on in depth like the other games did. I find that kind of upsetting. What I don't understand is why do they have a loading bar for the loading screen? That makes no sense. They have a loading bar. Once it gets full, then the loading screen comes up. Yeah, sure. Well, anyway, here's the first cutscene.
Wow! It's just a float, you scaredy cat. They sure do look happy, don't they, Spyro? Well, it's not every day that a dragon gets a dragonfly.
What the hell are you saying, Sparks?
Right, Sparks.
Really?
So, we meet again, little dragon. I'm back, and I'm stronger than ever. Who are you calling little, Shorty? Nobody invited you. This is an invitation-only party. Very clever, dragon. You know you should join me. We would make a great team. What do you want this time, Ripto? Oh, yeah. What do we want this time, boss?
Since when do they talk?
You're not hired for your brains, you dinosaurian landmass! Keep thinking and I will send you back to the place I found you, unemployed in Molten Crater, begging for work from nasty North. Now, back to what I was saying. Well, what do I want this time? I'm glad that you asked, Purple Pest, and I will be happy to demonstrate. Since I've had enough to do with dragons, I thought, perhaps, dragonflies. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen, but you see, without the power of dragonflies, the dragons are nothing. Soon the dragon homelands will be mine. That little lizard totally stole all the dragonflies. Even Sparks is gone.
Spyro, Patrick, don't worry. I think I know where to start. Follow me.
Music's unnecessary. Alright, well, I guess here's the second cutscene, one leading into another. Once again, having a loading bar for a loading screen. What the hell? I'll comment more later.
Sparks! I thought I lost you, pal.
What are you saying? Where the hell are the subtitles?
That was close, Sparks. Listen, I think I may have figured out a way to catch those dragonflies. Spyro, stand back.
Whoa! What'd you do that for?
Drat, that didn't exactly work right. I'm still learning, you know, Spyro. The good news is I've created a powerful magic that will enable you to use different breath abilities. The bad news is you're going to have to find dragon runes to use them, since the spell scattered them in different parts of the dragon realms.
Cool. Come on, Sparks. Let's get going. We've got a lot of work ahead of us if we want to find those dragonflies. Do you think we'll ever get a day off?
The answer is yes, he does get a day off because they stopped making good Spyro games after, well, the fifth one, A Hero's Tale. Anyway, yeah, well, I know this is the only time I'm going to leave the loading screens in it. Other than that, I'm not. So I can rant on. Like, there's so many things wrong. Like, for example, like, Ripto just randomly comes out of nowhere just for the fuck of it. Like, okay, there's, like, no backstory of, like, what he was planning and whatever, and which is weird because you would think he dies. Like, really, everyone says that he dies. Like, him and his minions. Like, freaking Crush gets crushed by rocks. Gulp gets, well, just regularly defeated and whatever, like blown up, and then Ripto falls in lava. So how the fuck isn't he dead? I'm not dead. How are they not dead? Alright, so this is the game here, yes. It's very different from every other game just because of... Oh, hold on.
Here, take this dragon rune to the dragon spirit over there. With this rune, he'll be able to combine dragon magic with my magic and grant you bubble breath to catch dragonflies. They're shy and will probably run away from you anytime you come near them.
Yeah, Bianca's voice is definitely different.
Use your L1 button to switch back and forth between fire and bubble breath.
That's one thing that they got wrong in this game is the breath selection. You would press L1 to cycle through it, which is a pain in the ass if you want to try to find the right one you want. Unlike the Hero's Tale, they got it right using the directional pad to select it. That's way better.
The magic of this sacred ring will bestow upon you the power of bubble breath.
Yay. The pussiest breath in existence. Imagine if bubble breath exists in freaking Pokemon. Pathetic! Alright. Alright, another thing about Ripto, okay? Like, his minions suddenly talk now? Like, what the hell's up with that? Like, oh yeah, Sparks has to talk about fucking everything. I hate that. Yay. Why did they have to make dragonflies important? I liked it better in Spyro 1 when they had like least amount of importance. Oh god, I know what these are! Can I sorry, I'm gonna skip all the Sparks hints, because I'll just tell you what to do. Obviously, you know to flame or hit those. Charge into them early. Really? I did not want to talk to you. Yet, anyway.
Hey, Spyro, you know, if you press the X button to jump, then press the X button again in midair, you can glide. Try using your glide to follow me.
It's funny how in the second, third, and fourth games, Hunter has to tell you to glide. Although in the 5th game, he tells you to, if you do a double jump, you can glide further. So technically, there's 4 games that he tells you to glide. That's pretty funny. And obviously, he didn't exist in the 1st game.
Way to go, Spyro! I think I see something shiny on that ledge over there.
Oh my god!
There by hovering.
To hover, just do the same thing you've been doing the past 3 games. Well, no, past 2 games actually. It's one thing that's a little broken too is the hovering. You don't get a lot of height from hovering at all. Oh my god. Yeah, a challenge portal has a dragonfly in it. Just complete the challenge. Blah 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 blah. Yes, it's a flame one. Who cares? Yeah, wow.
Nice work, Spyro. And check this out. I found a dragonfly. Here, why don't you take it?
Why didn't you give it to me before? Freaking dumbass.
Hey, it's Bubbles.
It's Bubbles. Yeah, they have kind of retarded names too in this game for the dragonflies. I'm not doing that challenge right yet. I'm gonna collect more treasure and shit before I do that. I don't like how the the animation for the gem containers are. You just go collect the gem instantly instead of them like homing in towards you. But yeah, that's a kind of a small detail, but. One thing I hate is when you have to use the... I mean, you can use the D-pad to walk around in this game, but if you try to charge and walk around, or move around with the D-pad, it just fails. It just doesn't work. Oh, shut up. What's funny, though, is that I recognize that there's Sparks is like when he talks. It's not the same like dialogue speaking as it is for the. It's the same exact one for the challenge portal, which I don't know why. This is the boss portal. Once you have enough dragonflies or whatever, you can fight Ripto. That's one thing to point out in this game, which I will right now. Is the Atlas. And it shows you the game totals there with the only 7,000 treasure in this game. Like, how pathetic is that? I mean, really. We've had, in the first game, 12 grand. Or is it? No, it's 14,000, excuse me. 12 for the regular and then 2,000 more for Nasty's Loot for 14,000 total. Then the second game went down to 10,000. And then the third game went up to 20,000. And now we have just 7,000. Okay. All you treasure collectors are going to hate this game then. And yes, all these levels here, where you see that all these levels here, these are all the levels in the entire game. There's only one world, and that's it. I know there's a couple people like they're saying, "Oh, I'm only on the first world." Yeah, you're on the only world in this game. There's one world in this game, and it has 9 levels. 9 freaking levels, and one of them is including the home world itself. So wow, so technically there's 8 additional levels. What the hell? Like, this game is so short, and the only thing that really makes it long is the fact that his movement is actually kind of slow in this game. The second one being the loading times for sections, and the third one being the challenges themselves, because of the controls are sometimes a little screwed up. Oh god. Why does it look like there's 2 Sparks? Oh god, I don't want there to be 2 of you.
So where exactly do I find these butterflies, Sparks?
What the hell? That's not even right. No. That's one thing I kind of like, is the effect, how they like the sheep, whatever, just turn into like a smoked sheep or whatever when they die. That's actually kind of funny. One thing that's really different about the flame breath in this game is the fact that it's not I remember that the flame breath like follows you when you charge like that, but in this game it does not, and that's a huge factor. That's totally different. Like you can't just like flame and charge like that and have the breath go out towards you while you're charging. It doesn't work. The flame breath only goes out where you actually do it like that. That's a huge difference. So if you're used to like doing the flame and charge, it'll fail every time here. Yay, freaking pussy breath is all that is. I don't understand how this bubble breath works. It just works when it feels like it. Like that. I clearly hit him with that. Okay, am I not hitting him? Like, really? What the hell? Oh, okay, now I hit him.
Hey, it's true.
Like, really, who calls, like, really, Toons? That's his name. What the hell? And Bubble Breath doesn't do anything except catch Dragonfly. So if you want to fight with it, go ahead. You're about to die. Oh yeah, actually, another thing I noticed in this game is the gem colors are actually screwed up. You would think like, okay, why would they change the gem colors? Well, the thing of it is the reds are still 1s, the greens are still 2s, the purplish blue ones are still 5, and the yellow ones, well, they're inconsistent actually. There is no purple gem in this game, or magenta gem. There's no 25 purple gem in this game. Instead, it's the yellow one. The yellow one is both 10 and 25. How can you tell them apart? You can't unless you pick it up. That's fucked up. Really, like, why'd they get rid of that color gem and then replace it with the same color? I'll show you a couple of instances of that later. I think I've already passed one anyway. Shut up. Yeah, it's a big block with a freeze on it. I don't have the breath. Go away. I hear there's a way to glitch through that fence, but I'm just not gonna do that. Actually, wait, I think there's a gem over here. Yeah, there's a yellow gem over here that I don't know what the... I will figure it out. See, that one is 25. Okay, that one is 25. But there's going to be some instances where it actually is 10. And I don't think I have enough dragonflies for this.
Spyro, I was dreaming of a genie that turned into a nightmare when these horrible riptocs kicked me out of my bed and threw me down this swirly thingy. Maybe the magic of dragonflies will help activate it.
Oh, magic of dragonflies. Whatever happened to, like, the magic of just dragonflies itself? That's one thing I don't understand. It's like, okay, now dragons are suddenly powerless without dragonflies. Oh, yeah, sure. Try telling that to any of the Pokemon dragons and they'll think, what? How the fuck is a Yanma or a Young Mega gonna help me? Screw that.
Good work, Spyro. Use the stones to get to the dojo. Remember, Spyro, find the dragonflies before Ripto.
Is that one 52 or no? I'm only kidding. It's not. It's 25. But there's some instances where those are 10. Now I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show for this one part. And of course, if you flame these guys 10 of these guys, you eventually get a green butterfly this time that is a life, which you might need in this game because there are many cheap deaths in this game, believe it or not. That's another thing too, is that there really isn't after hit invincibility in this game at all. Like you could get hit like 2 or 3 times after you've gotten hit once, just because you do that stupid stun animation like you do when you do this. But at least the water animation's actually decent. I mean, some of the animation is okay, like it's pretty decent, but just the fact itself, this game is very choppy and slow, and that's the only reason why I kind of don't like playing it. Like, if you go from, like, Spyro 2 and 3, or 1, 2, or 3 to this game, you're like, oh my god, what the hell? It's a huge difference. Okay, that didn't count. You would think that's a power-up, but it's not. It's a portal, it's just a challenge gate is all that is. And they just give you just barely enough time. one thing that they do a lot is recycle sound effects and stuff in this game too. I think I might just be able to make it. It's gonna be very close, very close. Yay! I did it. Yeah, you completed the challenge, got Dragonfly, yay, don't care.
Hey, it's Jake.
What the hell happened to him? He just, like, disappeared. Okay, yay. One thing you'll find in this game is glitches. There's a lot of them. Alright, well, some of which are in Dragonfly Dojo, which I'm going to next in the next part. I mean, I'm obviously not going to freaking keep any of the load times, so that'll be a good place to stop. I'll catch you next part.